Dreams is the sort of evolution of Media Molecule's play, create and share ethos. And in Dreams you can play games, so there are literally hundreds of games in the Dreamiverse to play. There's Media Molecule's own story content, which is actually 3 different stories interwoven into one. And then you can create. So if you've decided that you're inspired by what you've seen, you can make something in Dreams as well. And there are tools for creation which cover every discipline. So there are tools for making music, there are tools for animating, there are tools for creating art. And all of these tools are designed with the principle that creation should be simple, and it should be tactile, and it should be performable. And the simplicity means you can understand what's going on with the medium without really necessarily having to know a lot of technical details. And then performance comes from using gestures a lot. So a lot of the art tool is very much like sort of manipulating clay in a virtual space. The sound tool involves drawing sounds across a surface that manipulates the sound and changes the sound, as you've seen today. And animation is all about puppetry and recording the motions that you have, so it has a very sort of human performed kind of feeling throughout. And then sharing. Dreams is about sharing your work, so once you finish something and you think it's great, you can publish it and you can share it with the rest of the world. And what you share doesn't have to be a game, it could be an animated movie, it could be a flower that you think is wonderful.
You can also share assets that you make, so if you make something that you think is really cool, you can put that onto the Dreamiverse, which is like our kind of network of stuff. And then someone else might want to make a level, but they might not want to make all of their props themselves, and so that just enables people to go, okay, cool, someone's made this really nice tree, and just take that tree and put it in their levels. So that's another part of the sharing as well, a lot of collaboration.
We really want people to find their creative skills within Dreams and to enjoy making stuff. And the game has a way of identifying what you do and what you spend time doing. So if you spend a lot of time in Dreams making music, then it will identify that you're doing that and give you what we've called a persona. So you can be identified as that style of person. And that has 2 kind of functions. One is, it means if you're making a game and you need someone else to do something that you don't know how to do, it doesn't have to be a friend. You can look in Dream, you can search for someone that's got those skills.
Musician,
exactly.
So, yeah.
You can look at their work and you can say, oh, this stuff is cool.
The other thing is it really helps kind of people identify themselves as well. So if you're new to all of the kind of game dev cycle, you don't really know what you want to get into, and you suddenly find that you're like really gravitating towards music, then that persona also helps you kind of see that as well. Like, oh cool, I've spent loads of time in the music tools. And one of the big things as well from my perspective is I love the idea that people are going to be able to get into game design without having to have the knowledge of coding, or basically all you need to understand is some really basic logic and you can start putting together really cool levels. And that's something that's so cool because when I was trying to make games years and years ago by myself, I'm not very good at coding, and I would have loved to have something like Dreams where I could just go, cool, okay, I can just put logic and wire it up and sculpt things myself. So.
When designing the sound system, we were thinking about all kinds of different methods that we could use to make sounds. And we decided that importing sounds and using recorded sounds would give us the ability to give things a sort of a really interesting texture. You can make any kind of style of music you like. You can do things which are manipulating the sound, so you can modify the music in real time as it's playing. You can make sound effects, you can add sound effects. We haven't really looked at the sound effects system at all, but we have a fully fledged sort of sound effects implementation thing, so you can position sounds in 3D like you do in all other games. You can sort of turn your voice into a monster if you like.
Well, I think one of the most interesting is that because along with the importer, you can then turn that into an instrument, which is quite a sort of novel idea, that you can take a sound and then that becomes an instrument and you play it as if you were playing like a piano or a guitar or something. I think that's really exciting. That's something that's really fun to play around with. But yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want with the audio tools in Dreams. They allow you to do a lot.